Most used car advice you find online comes from someone's personal experience, a forum post from 5 years ago, or a reviewer who drove the car for 3 days. That is not real data. Real data is repair frequency, how often people actually end up at a mechanic unexpectedly, what it costs them, and how often that repair becomes a four-figure problem. That is what this video is built on. We pulled numbers from RepairPal, which tracks repair costs and visit frequency across millions of vehicles in the US, cross-referenced with GD Power reliability scores and Kelley Blue Book ownership projections for 2024 and 2025. 5 used cars ranked by what the numbers actually say, not what forums say, not what a YouTuber test drove last spring. And for every car, you are getting the real price range in today's market, the specific problem to watch out for, and in some cases, a geographic call-out that is genuinely worth knowing before you sign anything. Quick pause before we get into this. If you are out shopping for a used car right now, or you have someone close to you who is, subscribe and hit the bell. We put out practical, data-based car buying content every week, and the goal is always to save you money and protect you from bad decisions. Now let's get into the list. Number 5 on this list tends to surprise people. The Honda CR-V 2019 through 2021. The CR-V is the best-selling compact SUV in America, and that tends to make buyers nervous. Popular cars get used hard, but the repair data tells a different story. RepairPal rates it 4.5 out of 5 and ranks it second out of 26 compact SUVs. Average annual repair cost, $407. The class average is $521. That gap adds up to over $550 in savings over 5 years compared to the average compact SUV owner. Purely on repairs. The fuel economy numbers are also genuinely good for a vehicle this size: 31 city, 38 highway with a WD. Depending on where you live and how much you drive, that can mean $400 to $700 a year in fuel savings over a less efficient SUV. Now, the important caveat, the 2017 and 2018 CR-V has a known issue with its 1.5 turbo engine in cold climates. In states that see hard winters, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, upstate New York, Maine, gasoline can work its way into the engine oil because of how the engine handles cold start conditions. Honda updated the engine calibration for 2019 and newer models to fix this. If you are in a warm state, the 2017 or 2018 CR-V is a solid buy at a lower price, typically $19,500 to $26,000. In cold states, go 2019 or newer. That range runs $23,000 to $29,500. Spend the extra money. It is worth it, regardless of where you are. Pull the service records on any older CR-V and check the oil on a 2017 or 2018. Smell it for gasoline before you commit. Number 4 is the Mazda 3, and this one flies under most buyers' radar. Mazda ranked number 1 in GD Power's initial quality study in both 2023 and 2024 among mainstream brands. RepairPal gives the Mazda 3 a 4 out of 5 rating and an average repair cost of $433 a year. That is still well below the industry average of $652. What makes it genuinely different from the other cars on this list is the interior. A 2019 or 2020 Mazda 3 sedan feels like a car that costs significantly more than what you are paying. The materials, the layout, the overall build quality, it is a clear step above most compact cars in this price range. The 2019 redesign also added available AWD on the sedan, which matters a lot if you are in Colorado, Oregon, Illinois, or anywhere that gets real winter. Very few compact sedans in this budget offer that. What to avoid? The 2021 Mazda 3 with the 2.5 turbo. More power, but the long-term reliability data on that engine in the used market is still thin. Stick to the 2019 or 2020 naturally aspirated 2.5 prices, $17,000 to $23,000. One practical note: Mazda's independent shop footprint is smaller than Toyota or Honda's. Before you buy, make sure there is a shop near you that knows the car. It is a smaller issue than it sounds, but it is worth checking. Number 3 is the Toyota Corolla, and if the only thing that matters to you is the lowest possible repair bill over a long ownership period, this is the answer. RepairPal's data, 4.5 out of 5 reliability, $362 average annual repair cost, lowest in the entire compact category. The reason? comes down to mechanical simplicity. The Corolla uses a naturally aspirated engine, no turbo, fewer components that can wear or fail. The 2020 redesign brought a new 2-liter engine producing 169 horsepower, which is a real improvement over the 1.8 used through 2019. It is not exciting, but it is smooth, capable, and easy to maintain anywhere in the country. Prices for the 2022-2021 Corolla LE or SE run $17,500 to $23,000 right now. Toyota Safety Sense is standard going back to 2017. Apple CarPlay arrived with the 2020 refresh. Known issues are genuinely mild. Some 2017 through 2019 owners mention a ticking sound on cold morning starts that clears up once the engine warms. Not a chronic failure, just worth knowing. Check the CVT fluid history when you inspect any Corolla. It takes 30 seconds to ask for and tells you a lot about how the car was maintained. Number 2 is the Honda Civic, and the data here stands out even among strong options. RepairPal ranks the Civic number 1 out of 36 compact cars in its database. Average annual repair cost, $368. Probability of a severe, expensive repair in any given year, 9%. Unscheduled shop visits, 0.3 per year. Practically speaking, you will have an unexpected repair need roughly once every 3 years on average. That is genuinely exceptional. Target, 2019 through 2021 Civic sedan. Prices run from $17,500 to $26,000. The 1.5 turbo makes 174 horsepower and gets 32 city, 42 highway. For drivers in high gas price states California, Washington, New York, the fuel economy alone closes a meaningful chunk of the price gap over cheaper alternatives. The known issue, oil dilution on 2016 through 2018 1.5 turbo models, specifically in cold climate states. If you are buying north of the I-80 corridor and you are looking at a 2016 through 2018 Civic, go for the 2-liter base engine in the Elks trim. It produces less power but removes this variable entirely. In warm states, the 2016 through 2018 1.5 turbo is fine. Also check the AC compressor on any 2016 through 2018 model, especially if you are buying in Florida, Texas, or Arizona. Compressor failure is more common on those years in hot climates. Replacement runs $700 to $1,100 at an independent shop. Turn the AC2 Max on the test drive and let it run for 5 minutes. If it is going to fail, heat finds it fast. Number 1 is the Toyota Camry, 2019 through 2021, 4-cylinder. $388 average annual repair cost, third out of 24 midsize cars in RepairPal's database. Nearly $265 less per year than the average midsize said an owner pays on repairs. Over 5 years, that is more than $1,300 in savings, purely on unplanned shop visits. But here is what puts the Camry at the top of this specific list, above the Civic and Corolla: market depth. There are more used Camrys available in every price bracket, in every state, in every mileage range than almost any other car in America. That supply creates competition among sellers, which means more leverage for buyers who do their homework. The 2019 through 2021 4-cylinder LE or SE runs $22,000 to $28,500 in today's used market. Standard Toyota Safety Sense, Apple CarPlay from 2020 onward, 28 city and 39 highway miles per gallon. It is not the most exciting car to buy, but it is one of the most reliable things you can do with your money. One issue to know: 2018 and early 2019 Camrys with the 2.5 4-cylinder have a documented transmission shudder at 40–45 miles per hour. Toyota issued a technical service bulletin. The fix is a fluid flush and reprogramming, typically $150 to $250. On any test drive of those specific years, hold a steady 45 miles per hour on a ramp for a few seconds. You will feel it immediately if the problem is there. If the seller says the TZB was already addressed, ask to see documentation. Some 2018 and 2019 4-cylinders also have minor oil consumption. Pull the dipstick before you buy. 30 seconds potentially saves you thousands. Rideshare Camrys are everywhere. They are worn harder than private use cars, and they often look the same on the surface. A $20 Carfax report will show you rideshare history. It is not optional on this car. Resale value holds at 52 to 55% after 5 years, one of the best in the midsize segment, whatever. You pay for this car today, you recover more of it later than almost any competitor. The buying framework applies to every car on this list. Get a Carfax or AutoCheck. Budget $100 to $150 for a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic. In cold states, specifically ask about turbo engine oil history on any Honda. At highway speeds on the test drive, watch for shuddering. Pull the dipstick on every single car before you commit. These 5 steps take less than an hour and can protect you from spending thousands on a problem the seller already knows about. The 5 cars on this list are not here because they are well known. They are here because the repair data tracked across millions of real vehicles in the real American market consistently puts them at the top. That is the standard that actually matters.